Hi guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adik Razim bin Razali and I study at Polytechnic Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah at Shah Alam. My number matrix is 08DKM19F1128. Today I will talk about one product that can reduce pollution in our planet. As we know, today there is so much pollution on our earth, such as water pollution, air pollution, and sound pollution. In my opinion, to solve this problem, we must replace cars that use petrol to solar-powered cars. We can create a car that uses solar power to move. As we know, the earth is increasingly polluted with harmful gases such as carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Gases like these are also present in the fuel of our vehicles. There are millions of people who use cars, especially during the holidays. We like to travel to the places we want to calm our mind and feel free. So it's not impossible to make it worth than that. Now let's start about solar powered cars. What is solar car? Solar car is electric cars that use solar energy. They use photovoltaic cells to convert energy from sunlight to electricity. These cars can store some solar energy and can also run smoothly at night or in the absence of direct sunlight. Solar power cars not only help with the environmental pollution but also noise pollution. Technically speaking, the photon of sunlight strike the photovoltaic cell and excite the electrons. This allows an electron flow that creates an electric current in the process. This electrical current is used as a fuel to run the vehicle. With this new interest in renewable and sustainable energy system, solar powered cars have become the forefront. Many automobile companies are trying to make solar cars and they are changing the automotive industry. There are many benefits to us. First, no emission of gases to the atmosphere. This is because the solar-powered cars operate by converting sunlight into electrical energy using photovoltaic cells and burn no fuel. Number 2, there are no fuel costs. Number 3, comfortable while driving. The solar-powered cars are powered by electric motors, which are relatively smaller than that of the gas engine, and usually they do operate without causing any noise or vibrations. Number 4, the renewable clean energy source. Number 5, there are no energy costs. An electric car will require the owner to spend a few money to charge its battery from the power outlet. For the conclusion, by creating these solar cars, we can reduce pollution on our planet as well as save our daily expenses. Here I've searched a video for more detail about these cars. So enjoy.
20, and here's yet another electric car prototype, but this one has a twist. Meet the Lightyear 1, a fully electric vehicle that harnesses the power of the sun to enhance its range. Now, the Lightyear 1 features a lightweight construction of aluminum and carbon fiber and a design that is aerodynamically influenced based on the solar racers of yesteryear. It's got a very low and long design to help it better cut through the air. In fact, even the undercarriage is smooth for better aerodynamics. Now, that long chassis gives you plenty of room on the roof and on the hood for solar cells. In fact, the solar cells on the roof stretch all the way back to the rear bumper, giving you a grand total of 5 cubic meters of sun harvesting area. Now, even the power of the sun isn't enough to totally power this 5-seater sedan on its own, and that's why there's a 60 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack underneath. Plugging at a DC fast charging station is enough to add around 350 miles of range in just under an hour, and you can also charge this thing at a level 2 station overnight. With a full battery and the power of the sun at your back, you're looking at a range of around 450 miles total. Now that energy is going to be put through 4 in-wheel electric motors that have been developed in-house by Lightyear. The automaker tells us that those motors give you an unprecedented amount of control with their torque vectoring, and they save a little bit of weight, which I'm still kind of wrapping my head around. I always thought that 4 motors were heavier than 1, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. That's possibly because these are smaller motors designed for more efficient driving. 0 to 60 happens in around 8 or 9 seconds, so it's not exactly ludicrous speed, but this is a much more efficient vehicle than perhaps a Tesla Model X or a Porsche Taycan. The advantage of these solar panels, we're told by Lightyear, is that the average driver in a place that's sunny like Las Vegas, where we're at right now, can get around 10,000 miles of range just from the sun alone. And that means that with regular charging at home and just parking your car outside where it gets around 8 miles an hour from the sun, you may only need to quick charge once or twice a year. And it does all of that with a cabin that looks like a regular car with really nice materials, dashboard technology that we've come to know and love, like Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This really does look ready for production. But it's not quite yet. We're still about a year out from them to start building these things in the Netherlands, where they're based. The Dutch company expects that they're going to sell around 1,000 of them in the first year, starting in 2021, for around €150,000, about $166,000 US. You don't have to worry about the conversion just yet in the United States, because by the time they ramp up for production and get over here, they'll probably have reduced that price a little bit due to economies of scales. Now, we've seen a lot of cool cars at CES 2020, but this is definitely one of the most unique and, in my opinion, probably one of the most interesting of the show. Be sure to subscribe to make sure that you don't miss the rest of our videos so you can see all of the rest of the debuts. You're not going to want to miss a single thing.
That's all for me today, so we will meet again next time. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Peace.